Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about goal setting and the why in the goal setting being that the energy inside the goal. The why is the most important part of goal setting because it's what gives you the energy, which the emotion that drives you to achieve what it is you want to achieve. The why is the 90% factor in achieving your goals. Okay, the how, if you know why, you'll work out the how. It's already a given. If the why is strong enough, you can guarantee that the goal will be achieved. The why is the energy. It's the stuff that gets you out of bed early in the morning. It gets you out of bed at 6 a.m. to go for a run. It gets you out of bed earlier than that. It helps you to burn the midnight oil. It's the driving force behind you achieving whatever the goal is that you want to achieve. It's an emotion. It's the goosebumps in your arms that says, yes, I can achieve this. I will achieve this. It's already in the bag. Okay? If you want to put yourself, you've got to put yourself into a state, into that feeling. If you want to get, for example, you're going for your black belt. I want to get my black belt. You've got to first see yourself in that position. You've got to see yourself as a black belt. You've got to feel the feelings that you're going to feel when you wrap that black belt around you. So a great thing to do is to get a black belt, wrap it around you. Okay, get a photo with it. Do whatever you need to do to feel the feelings that you're going to feel in order to achieve it. But you've also got to ask yourself, why is it that I want that black belt? Is it so I can wrap the black belt around me? Is it a bigger thing? Is it something where, for example, for me, my black belt meant to me that if I achieve my black belt, I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. If I break it down into chunks, I set little rewards along the way, and I follow the same structure of getting a black belt, then I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. And for me, if I ask, why do I want that? I'd go back a step and I'd say, well, actually, I used to be a guy that started lots of things. I'd start projects on cars, I'd start projects in education, I'd start fitness things. I had all these started things. I had all over in my garage was full of things that I'd started and not followed through on. So for me, when I started to go for my black belt, I said, that's it. I'm going to make this happen, because if I can start a winning thing of following through on what I set my mind to, that's going to affect all areas of my life. If I learn the goal setting, and I learn the discipline, and I learn how to create that energy inside myself, then I'll be able to achieve anything. So for my black belt, it wasn't just about wrapping something around me. It was a lot deeper sense, and that's what drove me on a day-to-day basis. You've got to have that feeling, that energy. So when you're writing out your goals, you would have what the goal is. I want to achieve, we're using the black belt for today, for example. I want to achieve my black belt. It may be a fitness goal, a new car, a house, a relationship. Could be any of your goals. But what the goal is, when you want to achieve it by, and then why do I want it? And followed by how, what's the plan? People to work with, i.e. people that have got what you want already and that can help you and guide you along the way. Encouragement, how to, kick up the butt if you need it, all that sort of thing. That'll be the people you put in the how. But with the why, if you can't write a half page on why you want to achieve that goal, chances are there's two things. One is it might be a goal that someone else set for you. Therefore, it's not your goal anyway, and you're not all that motivated to achieve it. And if that's the case, then chances are you're going after the wrong things. Stop now. Don't waste your time. Or possibly, it may well be a goal that you just don't want. And when you ask yourself, why do I want it? Why do I want that? Why is it that? Is this important to me? Is it going to give me the energy? Am I driving towards it? And if you can't answer that, if you can't write that half page on why it is that you want to achieve it, then again, this goal is probably not for you. So reset your goals. Look into something else. Find something that is going to give you that drive, that energy. That's important. So don't set yourself up for failure by going for things that you don't really want anyway. And it's best to know before you start instead of just wasting your time. Okay, I want to give you a couple of examples on sometimes we write down a goal and we think that we've written down the goal, but really it's just a task or something in the goal, something that you need to achieve in order to achieve the real goal. And so therefore it should be a part of your goal, but not necessarily the goal. I'll give you an example. As I was coming through my karate journey, I really wanted to get flexible. Now, was flexibility the goal? Was being able to do the splits the goal? Yes and no. I wanted to be able to be flexible, but if you ask me why, and I asked myself why, it was always so I could do head level kicks. I want to be able to come up, have great control, touch someone in the face, score a point, or if I wanted to, kick their head off, but obviously only in a self-defense situation, and therefore I probably wouldn't kick them in the head anyway. But, it was that feeling of being able to do that drove me to get flexible, to go through the pain. Getting flexible hurts a lot, and you've got to know why it is you're going for it, and you've got to have that why burning in your mind every single time you go to stretch. Otherwise, you'll only do it half-heartedly. It'll either take forever or you'll never get it. Then you diminish your confidence in yourself because you keep setting goals that you don't achieve, and it creates a downward spiral where you start to say, well, goals don't really work anyway. And then you talk to someone like me that really believes in goals, and we look at you like, no, you don't work. Goals definitely work if you work them. So flexibility, asking myself the why made out that doing the splits was just a section of it. The why was so I could do the head level kicks and so forth. If you want to get your kata improved, for example, another example would be like, I want to learn a kata, or I want to learn a kata, I want to perfect a kata, I want to get better. Is it so you can get the next belt? Or is that maybe so you can go to a tournament and win a medal? And if that's the case where you want to win a medal, why do you want to win a medal? Is it because you're just a competitive person and that motivates you? If that's the case and you know that, then great. But otherwise, it might be something else. It might be something deeper. Maybe you're just trying to, it's a goal set, it's a marker to say, yes, I'm doing well in that. Or it may be something deeper. It might be something from past. It may be something that's family orientated. It might be something to show others. It could, whatever it is your personal thing. And that's where you have to ask yourself, why do I want it? Why is it that I want that? Why do I want that? Until you get to the base motivator, the base area that's really pushing you to get it. And that's why you want it. And that's what will drive you. And until you find that one thing that you get to and it's really driving you, then achieving your goal is going to be tough. Okay? People say to me often, another example, self-defense. I want to learn self-defense. Okay, great. Self-defense is a fantastic thing to have. Now, do they really want self-defense so that they can defend themselves in a self-defense situation? Yes and no. For example, I've been doing karate 12 years now. I've never had to use my skills in a self-defense situation. Does that mean it's a waste? Well, no, absolutely not. Because every single time I walk down the street, daylight, midnight, any time of the day, I feel confident in myself. I have the confidence that I can walk down that street, and if I was put into a situation where I had to defend myself, I could. So I can walk down the street, head up tall, shoulders back, don't even have to give that any consideration, because I know that if I was put in that position, I could defend myself. If I'm with my family, I can defend them. I can look after myself, and it gives me a better position to talk myself out of it. So it's the confidence that I have every single day to be able to defend myself. People can't bully me anymore. Isn't that great? Bullying is such a big thing. So people can't bully me anymore because you can't hurt me. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but you can't. Okay, so it's that feeling that I'll get every single day. So I'm really looking for confidence, not so much looking for self-defense as such. So it's important to know why. Again, health goals. I want to get fitter. I want to get healthier. I want to lose weight. All those things there. you don't want to lose weight so that, you know, your body fat is, you know, XYZ percentage, or that you now, when you stand on the scales, you are now, you know, you've gone from 90 to 80, or from 80 to 70, or whatever it might be. Chances are, unless you're an elite athlete, which is like a swimmer or a cyclist, or one of the sports that you have to be lean or light, that's a big benefit, then losing weight might be the benefit that you're looking for. Ultimately, it's either, number one, I want to get more energy, I want to feel more vibrant, I want to have the energy to achieve other things that I want to do in life, I want to bounce out of bed in the morning fresh and alive, so more energy, fitness. Or it could be that I want to get, you know, more buff, I want to tone up, strengthen, I want to, you know, in my eyes, look better. It's not so, and so they're the driving forces between the behind the fitness or the health goals that are actually going to drive you. Now, it could be different. It's going to be different for everyone, but you've got to know why. Okay, and if you've tried to do these things before and they haven't worked for you, then you haven't gotten to that why yet. If you're not pumping and motivated and inspired to do the hard things, then you just haven't got to the why, or you're trying to do things that you don't really want that much. And it's best for you to know now. You know, don't put the pressure on yourself to achieve things that you don't really want, and don't put the pressure on other people to help you to achieve things that you don't really want anyway, because again, it's not going to happen. So ask yourself why. Now, it doesn't matter how challenging a goal is. If you know why it is that you want to achieve it, you'll work out how to achieve it. The plan of how to do something, you know, is easy. You eat less, you run more, you train harder, you train more often, you get around people that are better than you. How is easy. If the why is there, you'll work out how to achieve it, because your mind is an amazing thing. You are an amazing person. Human beings are just goal achieving machines. Finally, one of the reasons that people don't like to write too much about the why is because it's so personal. When you ask yourself why, it generally comes down to something that's very personal. If it's not personal, it's not going to be effective. And people are a little bit scared or a little bit apprehensive to share their personal things with other people. So the key there is make sure that you don't share your goals with people that don't love and care for you and have your best interests at heart. You can only share your goals with people that love you and respect you and want the best for you. Okay? And generally, a bit of a rule of thumb is most of the time you want to share your goals with a person that has already achieved what it is that you're looking to achieve. Okay? You don't ask a Boy Scout, or you don't tell a Boy Scout that you want to be a Queen Scout. They say, oh, that's going to take you a long time. It's going to, you know, a lot of work, all that sort of stuff. Well, I don't know if you can do that. They'll come up with all the reasons why you can't, because they don't want you to leave them. They want you to be like them. So you ask the Queen Scout. Tell the Queen Scout, I'd like to be a Queen Scout. You've done it. Can you show me how? Can you help me? Can you coach me? 29 times out of 30, they're going to say yes. 99 times out of 100, they'll say yes. They'll be happy to. You don't tell the person that's got, you know, a Datsun 120Y that you want to get a Ferrari and be like, why do you want to do that? For example, one of my goals is to have a helicopter one day. Told my grandma, she's like, why would you want one of those? She hasn't got one. I tell Kancho, hey, Kancho, I'd like to get a helicopter one day. He's like, wow, great. What size would you want? A 4-door, 2-door, you know, a big one, small one. And then start saying, well, this is how you could get into it. You get your license, you do this, you do that. Next thing I know, takes me for a ride. You know, it builds my dream for me because he's already achieved it and he knows that I can if I really want it. So, you know, if you want to be a black belt, talk to black belts. You know, if you want to be fitter, talk to someone who's fitter. If you want to run a marathon, speak to someone who's run a marathon. If you want to, whatever it is you want to achieve, surround yourself by winners, surround yourself by people who already got it. And really, if you really want it, it's only a matter of time. You'll achieve it. You'll make it happen. So, write down your goals. If you can't get enough why on it, ask yourself if you really want it. Share it with winners. If you like this video, like it for me. Put your comments below. Ask any questions that you want. I'll do my best to answer them for you. If there's any videos or any subjects that you'd like me to spend a little bit of time making a video and sort of giving you my thoughts on, more than happy to do that. Great training. Have a fantastic day and make it happen.